Good morning. This is John G. Presco coming to you live from Springfield, Oregon. It's 1:18 a.m. I've been up playing chess with a computer. Um, I've been pretty consistent beating the computer. I actually lost a couple of times tonight because I wanted to experiment and see if the computer can keep up. Okay, the headlines are strange. It's like the whole world has become unglued. Um, and things are like floating up uh, just off the surface of the earth, and they're trying to settle down into this new reality that Putin has created. And Clarence Thomas, I mean, this is the biggest story, I think. It's as big as Putin. In terms of the culture war, understanding the cultural warfare that's been going on. It's now the Third World War and the new Cold War. I, I'm going to make tapes and just talk because writing this down, as a writer, you make notes, you start composing, you take ideas, existing ideas, and you know, cut the fat, get it down to a couple pages. But everything's floating around so much, I can't um, draw upon any known realities or facts right now. It's just very strange. Um, as a prophet, I was able to do it a lot better, but now that a lot of what I said has come true, it's like, hey, my work's done as a prophet. Now I'm going to take a month off, see what you people can do with reality come true or whatever. Um, but is my work done? Am I done here? Can I go back to the past or the future? If I'm a Futurian. Can I just go, you know, into the future where I live? I got a home and a wife and a cat. Let you people work this out. Um, okay. Clarence Thomas, I just started studying him, is an Ayn Rand freak. Fountainhead is his favorite book. He encouraged people to read it. He knew. And as you know, Ayn Rand is like this famous conservative Russian author. And I never got that. I just never got that she was a conservative. And a lot of Christians read the Fountainhead. This is part of the new Christianity, the prosperity gospel type of thing, where Jesus wants everybody to be very successful, uh, rise up if they're on a lower level, be a success, mingle with successful people in the Republican Party, and uh, get a home, some children, get a vacation home, maybe get a ski lodge up in Colorado, and just kind of like be a capitalist, like a successful capitalist, be as successful as you want to be. This seems to be the Ayn Rand thing, but she uses an architect as the prime example of the perfect man, and he's just not. He's a creative guy. He's innovative. He's um, not a conservative, money making, plotting kind of guy. He's not an attorney that says, yeah, I want to be an attorney so I can make a lot of money, get into politics, have a lot of power. I hate artists. I hate leftist people. I hate poets. I hate beatniks. See, and how this conservative black man sees himself as this white beatnik guy. It's so weird. This is what I'm talking about. Where do you begin putting this together? So, uh, so these people that see, I figured this out. My friend Bill is into Fountainhead, and when I read it when I was 16, I said, "Funny, read it because it was Bill's book. You know, he wants to be the big individual. I'm an island unto my own ideals, and blah blah blah." When I read it, I saw right off the bat that Anne Rand had created these characters around her ideal man that were set up for a fall. I mean, they were like created by this god woman from Russia uh, to enhance the so-called individual. See, now I was an individual. I didn't need all these people in my orbit. I wasn't in the sun with these planets in my orbit, and these planets make up who I am. I didn't have that. I didn't need that to be an individual. And apparently, Howard Work needs these people. Tui and these people are all flawed. They're all flawed people, and Howard Work is going to outshine them, outthink them, outcreate them, whatever he's going to do to them, he's going to do to them. And the more he makes these people fail, the more successful he is in the eyes of who? Ayn Rand, the reader? Well, apparently Clarence Thomas really thought, wow, this is the model man. This guy transcends the color of one's skin, and he's the ideal man, whether he's Chinese man, a Japan man, a European man, a Swiss, a black man, African man. He's the cat's meow. And gosh, I want to be like this guy. I want to emulate him. I was kind of a left-leaning guy when I was doing my civil rights work as an attorney. You're kind of required to do that before you head off for the big money, to have all Republican, clients, that have big mansions in Colorado. And that's the people I want to be next to, because those are Howard Rourke people. You got to be like Howard Rourke to have a lot of money, to be an oligarch. See? Well, no, you don't, because you don't got to be like him. You don't got to be creative. You don't got to be innovative. You don't got to be I stand alone. I'm an individual. I'll never compromise my vision. That's not a capitalist. And I saw this when I read The Fountainhead when I was 16. I said, this book is fraudulent, because what she's done is capture a real artist, see, and put his personality uh, inside Howard Rourke, and then made him a super conservative, successful guy. The American dream. So because she couldn't have a beatnik or a bohemian or a poet or Jack Kerouac, anybody like that swirling around Howard Rourke. She couldn't have any black poets or blues singers, none of that bohemian people. You had these people in this world, see, that was the opposite world of the bohemian world. And they're doing their thing over there. These people they're ambitious, Gonna make a lot of money. I'm an individual. Get out of my way. Where's my woman? I deserve. Where's my Dominic Franken? See, Dominic Franken. Well, the Franks, the dominant Frank gene in Europe, the Moravian bloodline. Uh, and she's the one, and she's torn. She's torn between, you know, I really, really want to get a super ambitious capitalist guy that'll just fuck over everybody to get to the top. That's what the kind of guy I like. You know, super ambitious, cold-hearted capitalist guy. And well, why do I want to fall in love with a beatnik kind of guy, creator guy, architect? Why did she make him an architect? I never understood that. Never got that. Why? Why didn't she make him a ball bearing manufacturer? I make the best ball bearings in the world, and I refuse to make them, uh, inferior ball bearing because I'm that kind of individual kind of guy. Get away from my ball bearing factory. See, and that probably would have been the Russian book, right? She probably started out writing for the Russian audience. You know, his father was uh, uh, chosen by Joseph Stalin to make ball bearings for the new tanks that were going to be rolling against the Nazis. The new tank ball bearing guy. And she says, "Oh shit, this is not going to sell in America." They don't want a Russian ball bearing magnate oligarch guy. So she said, artist, musician, poet, symphony, work, guy that writes symphonies, maybe a conductor. How about a conductor for the Philharmonic? Geez, how about an architect? So, what pisses people off, and people are very, 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 very upset with Thomas, the Thomases, because they're sneaky. I've been on TikTok, and there are some black women that are really, really upset. And what they're saying is something like in a real pirate ship. Like there's the pirate movie and the things they say, and then there's TikTok and these black women going after the Thomas. Ah, boy. And I would, if they got a hold of them, there would be like the cutting of the throat with the cutlass and making them walk the plank and key hauling them or you're dragged along the barnacles. There are people out there that really hate them. And why do they hate them? It's because they're sneaky. They got under the radar of the left. They're saying that Ginny Thomas used a black skinned man to hide her ruthlessness, her ambition to destroy the left. I mean, utterly destroy the left. And what she got her kicks about, and he helped her. They laugh. They're in bed laughing how they really gave it to the left and the black woman on the left and the white beatnik. Yeah, they really got it. They didn't know what hit them, did they? Yeah, darling. Yeah. Oh, Howard. Hey, are you gonna rape me tonight? Oh, sure, baby. You want me to put that stone on the hearth first? Want me to come up and shut the stone for you? Oh yeah, baby, I'm ready for you. Oh, Dominic. See, it's going to get really bad. I mean, this thing's gonna. This is like the let them eat cake moment. This is where the French Revolution begins. See, because we're not really leftist revolutionaries. We're not Marxists or communists or anything like that. See, that's why they make this up, because they're really sold on the Fountainhead. Everything is based upon the Fountainhead. So they don't want us to look at them and figure them out, get their number. But there's a lot of clever people on the left, smart got people that went to college too, you know. But our opinions aren't their opinions. Uh, and they know our opinions can be deadly. So we'll just keep our opinions secret. And we're going to get into politics. We're going to get close to politicians. We're going to get close to presidents. We're going to get close to people on the Supreme Court. There you go. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. That's the People's Supreme Court. And when you got someone playing evil, devious, covert games like this with the Supreme Court, the people will start looking around for a tree to lynch you on, because they're weaving the rope right now. And these words, I'm not suggesting it be lynch a black man. You gotta be careful what you say. But people, when you feel that you've done something really devious and dastardly to the idea of justice in America, when you really played a really evil game with justice, you get terms like hang 'em high, lynch party, cowboy stuff. I'm not talking Ku Klux Klan at all. I'm talking cowboy justice. That's all big in the movies and stuff. And I'm not suggesting Clarence Thomas be or his wife be lynched at all. But I'm trying to describe what I'm hearing and reading and the feelings that people have. And when they read her language in those texts where she's saying steal the election from 80 million Democratic voters, those are fighting words. They really are. Because the Democrats did not steal the election from Ginny Thomas and Clarence Thomas. We didn't. Well, I'm a Republican, so the Democrats did. And to go through all this stealth, secretive stuff, right there in the Supreme Court. There's all this abortion issue and stuff. I mean, this is bad. It's as bad as it can get. Because what do they got to hide? What do they have to hide? If Clarence Thomas and Virginia Thomas were, in their mind, shining examples of conservative capitalists with wonderful ideals that they borrowed from Ayn Rand, if they got the right stuff, how come they're not parading it around? You know, how come they're not having their gay pride? Oh, look at us. Oh, it's time for, oh, here they come. Oh, they're coming down Pennsylvania, everybody. It's America's favorite foremost couple, Ginny and Clarence. Yay! Oh my gosh, did you hear she's close to Beverly LaHaye, who's taking away the funding for the arts? She's been trying to do that. And she's close with Tim LaHaye, who who wrote these really weird end time rapture fictional stuff that controls people's minds. And, it just, I think Howard Rourke probably would not like Tim LaHaye's books. What do you think, people? You think Howard Rourke would just go, oh, this is horrible. This is mind controlled religious terrorism. This is what Stalin was doing, making everybody afraid the world's going to end, and he killed 20 million people. In his Inquisition. So, I'm going, I got to start a book on this to describe how bad this is, because it's really, really bad. And it's really attacking art, creative people, and, and justice. In the name of what? In the name of what? Capitalism? I don't think so. This is something else. This is something really strange. It's almost like it's like they're the leftists, and they're the anarchists, and they're the ones that are trying to overthrow the government, and they're trying to do it in secret, and like they wear those hoods like Eugene anarchists are wearing when they fight with the cops, and there's Ginny at the January 9th riot. She was there. She said on the January 6th in front of the White House, listening to her man, Donald Trump. That's her Howard Rourke. But who's the guy that's in the bed with her? Oh, that's the black Howard Rourke. Well, wait a minute, darling. There aren't no black Howard Rourkes. It doesn't fit. Doesn't work. So I'm reading Wikipedia and Clarence Thomas's bio, and he's going into this fountain, and I'm going, I don't buy it. This just looks like it was kind of added on, the ornaments. Someone's been putting ornaments on Clarence Thomas's tree, to make him appear to be a white man, when he's, or a black Howard Rourke. He's, what is that? Or he's an Oreo cookie. He's black on the outside, but white on the inside. It transcends any kind of racial thing you'd want to put on this, folks, because it wasn't made overt. That's the part I've got to emphasize. That's the part, as a writer, a creative person, as a thinker, as an artist, poet, I've got to now invent language for this, because it defies language. What's going on? It really does. Am I giving you my best right now? I don't think so. I don't think so. Am I the top of my form? No. I don't know how to game this. I'm telling you, it's shocking, exasperating. Uh, if Satan was a woman, that's Jeannie Thomas. That is Satan. That's my enemy. She's the enemy of the artist and the poet and the bohemian. And Clarence knows it, because he's not a creative person. He's not a Howard Rourke. He's not an architect. You've got to be a creative person to be an architect in most instances. If you look at Frank Lloyd Wright, but there are architects that just work for the money. They don't care about being creative or innovative. Just give me the money. It's just like, hey, I want to find a way to make money. And I thought, yeah, architecture, sure. Maybe I'd be a lawyer or a ball bearing manufacturer. Oh, I'll be an architect. Yeah, all right. Well, how do I make money? Let me read the book on. You just give me the money. That's the book. That okay. Now we got it. Yeah, the Howard uh, the Howard Roark book for plain folk. Just don't give me all this bullshit about integrity and I won't compromise my creative juices. Fuck that shit. Just give me you know uh, you know Howard Roark for morons. Just you know give what's the best profession I can go into where I just make a lot of money and people think I'm just wonderful. They think I'm the best example of manhood, whatever. Just give me that book on how to do that. And meanwhile, you got Putin, who probably read Fountainhead. It's probably his favorite book. And how do you get a hold of that book? Did Genie give it to him? And so, yeah, it's just like all coming off, like the gravity we've lost about I don't know, 8% of our gravity, and things are just beginning to float about a foot off the ground. Does it feel like that way for you folks out there? All right, I'm just gonna talk, and uh, I'll replay these tapes. Maybe I'll hear something. Maybe I'll be able to put some thoughts together, some sense, make some sense of this. I put pressure on myself because I'm running for governor, but do I really give a rat's ass what people think of me? It's kind of creeping in. I don't like it. I don't like it. What people think of me, it's none of my business. Oh, oh, are you saying you're a Howard Rourke kind of guy, John? Huh? Johnny Oregon. I love that. All right, this is Johnny Oregon here. John G. Presco, you have a what? Good sleep. I hope I don't wake up. I think I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Okay.